Comments off. That doesn't sound right. Okay, wait. Maybe I have to refresh this page. Hi, if you're coming in, I'm still doing setup. It's still pretty early in this, so give me a second while I work through it. Is that on monitor 1? Whoop. There it is. Okay, sources. There's some of this that I just can't get set up before I go live. And, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. But I should be able to get a nice chat box here pinned to my left controller, which is what I'm setting up now. And it looks good. It's looking good. So, I'm excited about that. What else do I gotta do? Oh, I gotta announce that I'm live in a few places. So, one more second while I set that up, and then we will be ready to go, and I will turn back and look at the camera instead of at my computer. Sound good? Alright. Let's see here. Posting in a grand total of 3 places. Where did the promo... Oh, here it is. Alright, and that's done. I got my nice little window here. I see Butterdog just joined. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see a familiar face. So yeah. I've got... Oop. I do not have my room set up like normal. And my mouth wasn't moving because I was muted in-game. So, you know, that's going to cause some problems. Let me actually sit down and then maneuver my character instead of trying to wiggle my way around in what is a very dangerous environment right now, because the quest did not... Oop, there we go. Why is that camera doing that? There we go. Move it back there, move me. Hey, camera, I want you to be over here when I'm over here. That way people on the TikToks have a really good view. Hey, Butterdog, how are you doing? It's good to see a familiar face. You know, this is an experiment, and I think it's really fun. So, here I am. How does everything look on TikTok side? I'm hoping it looks good, but you know what? Hi, Lil Yak. Hi, how you doing? It's good to see you. I'm hoping everything looks and sounds good, but honestly, you know, it's hard to tell from in here. It looks good here. Awesome. There we go. There's thumbs up. Awesome. I'm super excited about that. You know, I've said in a few places this is my first time doing this, and it kind of is and it kind of isn't. You know, I've done this like this one time. Oops, I accidentally jumped. One time before, and I did it immediately after a Cult of the Lamb stream, kind of like I just did today. But the problem with that was that I had also streamed Cult of the Lamb to TikTok, and TikTok did not push me out anywhere. So, I shared the live? How did I share the live video? What? How did... Oh, I guess by posting the link, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I shared the live video. I'm a little concerned about that, to be frank. But but I'm kind of excited about doing this because I don't know. TikTok is fun. I like TikTok, and you know, I post my VTuber short form content here, but I'm also really enjoying VR chat, and you know, normally I just hang around. VR chat has become like something I often do right after stream. I'll hang around in a few worlds and with a few friends that I've made through VR chat at this point. It's a fun thing to do after stream. It's a reason to stay up way later than I really should. Mugen knows what I'm talking about. But, you know, that's just sort of what I've been doing lately on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Unless I'm not feeling well. And so I wanted to try something out like this. You know, Thursday probably would have been a better night to do this, because I think that Baldur's Gate 3 would be less interesting on TikTok than Cult of the Lamb was. But it doesn't really matter that much. So the point of this is that it is a just chatting stream. And I kind of need you, chat, to work with me on this, because otherwise I got nothing, right? I don't have anything. Like, I'll go look at my monitors and make sure that everything's looking good as far as I can see there, but you know, I don't see anything really happening in chat, and that is it's hard to respond to, but it is part of why I'm doing this, is to get a little bit better at that. I did want to start today with doing just me talking, because I did have a few invitations for other people to come in, you know, and I'm totally willing to bring in people like Dark to come hang with me, but I did really want to try to start, you know, by myself. I realize now, I'm connecting the dots, that Butterdog is Dark, right? That's right. Am I getting that correct? Am I remembering who the right person is? So, no, you're not. Wait, are you Buddha? Are you Buddha? Is that who you are? Also, I need to make this window, like, much bigger. Dark is Dark, Buddha is Butter. Okay, pin it here. I think that looks better. It feels like, oh, it's not opaque. My room layout's just messing with it. No, camera, I want you to stay where you are while I rotate. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? How about I put you here and I sit here? And then there's still background that I can write on if I want to do that. And now the chat window's nice and big, so I can actually read things a lot easier, and there's not like a weird purple background from the objects that, because I had to redo my room boundary, aren't showing up. Because that's really frustrating, I'm gonna be honest. It's really frustrating. The camera's not cooperating? What do you mean? Oh, well, I fixed it, right? Right? You should be able to see me well now, and if I look here, I can see the previews for TikTok in both landscape and portrait, and I look like, it looks like it's cooperating now. It looks better now. I'm glad. Yeah, that's good. That's really good, because it would be a bit concerning otherwise, right? But yeah, so this is my main avatar. I like it a lot. It's really fluffy. It's my favorite, and the creator doesn't sell it, which is so problematic for me. Oh, wait. I can grab these pillows from afar? Okay, hold on. I gotta point my controller at them just right. Haha! I have a pillow. And I will throw it at you. Oh, it went through the window. That was too much physics. Wait, let me try that again. Can I get a little closer to a pillow here? I can. Can I? There we go. I got a pillow now. You see this, chat? I got a pillow, and I'm going to throw it at you. Oof. Perfect. And it didn't even go outside this time. It's just sitting here It's just sitting here behind the camera. So that's really fun. That's really fun. This is a cool world. Astrophay actually first showed me this world. That's how I found this world, was through Astrophay. And I spent a really fun night just talking to Faye in VR chat. It was a lot of fun. Sorry, if you see me looking down like this, it's me looking at my hand and at the window I've pinned to it, instead of pulling the window over like this, which would make a lot more sense so I could keep talking directly at you on the camera without doing this. VR, what did I say? Oh, you didn't know they played VR chat? Yeah. Sometimes. They had to... They came on like 2 hours later because they had to charge their headset. Oh, what's that? Mads, thank you for the follow. I'm honestly surprised that you checked it out. I know I posted in self-promotion, but I didn't expect you to be here. Hi, how are you doing? Mads, chat. If you're unfamiliar with Mads deserves your follow. Mads is an awesome furry content creator who goes live nearly every day at noon. And I've spent a lot of time, especially when Queen Clover hasn't been streaming, I've spent a lot of time just listening to Mads talk. So I highly recommend checking out Mads if you haven't yet. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Mads. I'm gonna make you cry. That's so sweet. I'm glad. I'm happy that you're happy. But yeah, I've been a VTuber for a while, and I got VR in like December, and I started hanging out in VR chat worlds, and it was such, what's the word to use it? It was like an epiphany being able to get in an avatar like this. I spent so much time in front of mirrors, just like playing with my ears and like looking at this really floofy body. I love it so much. It's been fantastic. So yeah, I know I have a lot of my usual people from my Twitch streams here. So if you haven't followed Mads and you like this sort of thing, follow Mads. That'd be excellent. Love me a good mirror dweller. It's the best place to hang. Like, I've met so many people, mostly from like one single night I was dwelling in front of a mirror. Just kind of by myself, but around people, and not by the main mirror in the world, but like a side mirror in the world. And Ollie Moo came up to me and started talking to me. And I met Ollie Moo and I met Viva, and they're excellent people that I really enjoy being around. And what do I want to say? Like, they're now like my favorite people to be around, and I've met so many other people through them. It's incredible. You always have your personal mirror up. I don't. I used to have it up a lot, but right now I do have a face mirror up all the time. And that helps me a lot with being able to like be a little more conscious of what I'm puppeting. Butterdog, what are my favorite VR games so far? So to be honest, I have not played that many. Like, because the time that I have for gaming is the same time slot that I have for streaming, I haven't played that much. And when I do play off stream, it's on those same nights, like tonight, way later than I should be staying up, right? Because I got work at 8 a.m. and I got to wake up at 7 a.m. to take a kid to daycare. So, as far as favorite VR games go, I feel like I haven't given enough VR games a chance. But that said, I've really enjoyed Half-Life Alyx. I think that's kind of like a cop-out too, right? Because Half-Life Alyx is sort of Valve's cream of the crop, you know? But VR Chat is obviously probably my favorite of all of them, because I've spent so much money. Because once I got the VR headset, and once I knew that I liked this a lot, I got Rubber? Weasel? What's up, Weasel? Hi, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Congrats? On what? On what, my man? What's up? I don't see everything, so I don't know if there's something congrats worthy going on. You're Itachi. Itachi. I'm so sorry, but that's not ringing from Discord. That's not ringing like a big bell. Are you mostly a lurker? Or are you in like, oh, are you in Mads? Because like, yeah, you're in Mads Discord. There we go. Now I have some semblance of an idea of who you are. I am in so many Discords. It is kind of terrifying, right? But I did see here that Mads was saying Beat Saber. I haven't gotten into Beat Saber yet. It's a big purchase for the very little amount of time that I'd be able to spend in it at its current unreduced price. But it is something on my radar. But I'm not particularly good at rhythm games. I did a stream once where I was playing Taiko, and that went okay, but I wasn't particularly good at it. You find it funny how many servers people are in? You're in 10 and that's all? Just 10? Oh my gosh. I must be nearing 100 servers at this point. To be fair, a lot of them are other VTubers that I hang out a lot with. Because I have like a huge what network or bubble of VTubers, and so there's so many. You're only in 6? Oh man, I'm in so many, it would horrify you. But what was I was saying that I spent so much money on this because it's hilarious. But I got the Oculus Quest 2. That's my main setup because I already had the gaming PC with the 3070 Ti in it for streaming, for VTubing, right? Because you need something powerful. It's got an i9 processor and a 3070 Ti, which is almost good enough for the stuff I want to do. You'd love to see what my voice can do on Smule. I don't know what Smule is. I really don't. I'll get you free VIP. Like, I need to know what it is. Feel free to DM me on Discord and I can take a look at it later. It's a singing app. I don't think I'm good at singing. Like, oh heck no. I don't understand. But I'm not terribly good at singing yet. I haven't practiced enough to be able to really carry a tune or anything. But I did consider starting this world, like starting the stream in a karaoke world so that I could maybe do something terribly, but I definitely don't have the self. I don't have the self. What's the word I'm looking for? Not conscious, but no, I'm definitely too self-conscious. Confidence. I don't have the confidence for that quite yet. Got to be careful with that copyright issues. I know. That is the big issue, especially with UMG Music Group just being like, no, TikTok, you can't use our stuff, which is another reason I didn't do it. I did highly consider running Has-Been Hotel music in the background, and just sort of sometimes singing along with that too, because I thought that might be interesting and fun and capture attention of some people scrolling through the TikToks. But I didn't get the time to put together the right playlist, and all the albums are like part 1, part 2. It's just a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, I don't really sing very much. The best music I can sing to is silly stuff. Like I posted a TikTok where I sang that space shanty from, I already forgot the name of this game because I haven't played the game, but the space shanty got really popular. Like, I miss my dear darling in New Atlantis. I did that. I did a TikTok of that, which did not hit off at all. What's amazing? And that song, I actually have a lot of practice with that song at this point because I loved listening to that so much that I like wrote down the lyrics, and I sung them again and again and again until I memorized them. And at this point, my youngest daughter, who's 4 years old, like, when I put her to bed, she gets to the Wellerman song. That would be a good song. The problem is that I can't remember the lyrics. I have a terrible memory, and so stuff like singing songs is really bad for me, which is why karaoke would be good if, like, looking for good approved, not gonna get struck songs. Smule shows the lyrics. I gotta look into this because like I said, I don't know what it is, but it sounds very, very interesting and very much fun. Especially because I've had my existing Twitch viewers being like, hey, when you get to do a karaoke stream, you got such a good voice. When you get to do a karaoke stream, no matter how much I deny it, but you know, it's wanted. If you got 2 devices, you could have it up and people not know. Huh. I need to better understand what this is, because you're just confusing me more, Weasel. Do any song. Is it just like a lyric? Thank you, Mads. I wish I could take any sort of credit for it. This is a free public avatar. It's by Rogue the Bat, and you know, if you search for like Rogue's furry avatars or whatever it is, it's been a while. It was one of the first ones I picked out, and I don't know, I clicked with it, which is really sad because I think I was saying earlier, Rogue doesn't sell this avatar, so I can't ever customize it or anything, which is mostly okay because I don't really want to. But I have the slime trackers on pre-order so I can get full body tracking. And, you know, I was really worried that, like, I have a head pat haptic, and I was really worried that I couldn't use it with this avatar. But I did find a way around that. You've made an image in it now? Yeah. That's going to be my problem with this, because I don't like any of the other avatars that I've bought more than I like this. I've spent like $80, which I guess in VR chat for the furry community isn't a lot of money, but I spent like $80 on other avatars that I just don't like as much, and that's going to be a problem. Especially when I want to customize things, because one cool thing. So I'm a computer programmer. I'm mostly a web developer. Computer programmer sounds too open face at this point, but I'm a web developer. And one of the things I want to do is I want to learn how to script for VR chat and write cool scripts, because I had this amazing idea of, you love your custom, but you use it when hanging with friends. Ooh. So I don't know. I have, yeah, I'll talk about that later. But I'm wearing right now a heart rate monitor, because I do that for some streams. I show my heart rate, especially for action-packed streams. And I have Magic Chat Box set up, so you can't see it on stream, but up above my head it shows what my current heart rate is. But one of the cool ideas I had that I really want to program is I wanted to make like a heartbeat sound that emanates from the chest, and that you can only hear if you're really close to it. So I don't know if there's really much of a point in it at all, except that it's really cool. But a heartbeat that emanates from the chest that matches your actual heartbeat in the sound. And I did. It would be so awesome and so good for cuddling. And I got nerd sniped the first day that I thought about this, and I did a bunch of research as to like the various parts of the heartbeat, the various heartbeat sounds, what the delays between them are, how those correspond to what your heart rate is. And I've like put down a bunch of equations and stuff in my notes of like, okay, it would need this delay calculated this way between these sounds. So I really want to do that, and I still don't know anything about coding in VR chat to do it. But the sad thing is, right? This is my favorite avatar, but I wouldn't be able to add that to this. So I'm like at a loss. I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to make it and put it on my custom avatars, and then that's a good point, Mads. That's one of the reasons my follower goal is 1,000. TikTok a couple weeks ago, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ago, opened up a program so that established gaming creators on other platforms could apply to be able to go live on TikTok. So they did grant me live studio access because I was already an established Twitch streamer, even without the 1,000 subs or the 1,000 followers. Yeah, it's really cool, and it's really nice of them to have opened that up that way. But there are limitations that come with that. For example, because I don't have the 1,000 followers, I can't do subs yet. And I don't have like live access through my phone, which triggers other sort of monetization stuff. So I'm sort of limited in how I can monetize my streams at this point. But it is really cool, and I'm really excited for what TikTok did give me, because I've been streaming on Twitch and I've been finding so many other awesome streamers through TikTok, and I'm like, I want to be an awesome streamer people can find through TikTok. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy that TikTok opened that gate up, and that I caught like the Twitter message from this other person who talks about streaming news and signed up. And honestly, it's great. Most of the time I've been Twitch, yeah. So if you wanted to, I could definitely tell you like how you could set up OBS so that you can stream to both Twitch and TikTok at the same time. Right? I assume you already have a good chat set up. Following 2 chats, though, is always tough. But you've heard Mad sing she's good, too. She is. I hear her sometimes in her streams when she's, like, just gently singing to the background music. Mads has a good singing voice. She'll probably never admit it, but it's a good voice. You know how to, but it's hard to keep track of both. It is. So when I stream to Twitch, I also stream to YouTube and Facebook and Steam at the same time. And I don't care about Steam chat at all. I don't think anyone watches Steam, but I stream there anyway. But I use a program called Restream for combining those chats, and I'm really sad that it can't show Twitch chat or TikTok chat yet. That would be very useful if it could show TikTok chat, because recently, like not tonight, because I wanted to do this stream, which is honestly, this is the most interaction and the best stream I've ever done on TikTok thus far. But normally I've been streaming my VTuber and my gameplay when I do my Twitch streams, and it's been meh. Yeah, absolutely, Mads. I got into VTubing because I was moderating. I got into VTubing because I was moderating for a mid to large size VTuber, and I wanted to be helpful. I wanted to be able to give helpful information. And so a lot of what I do is experiments, because I want to build up that knowledge base. I want to have a bunch of useful information. So if I can ever give any sort of advice at all, please message me. I'm happy to share anything I know. Because that's like I said, that's my primary goal in doing this, right? A secondary goal is I'd love to just be in content creation. It's really fun, but seeing it replace my day job is not going to happen. As much as I love doing this, it's not going to happen. But yeah, it's really fun. I've done almost no puppeting of this character through this chat. Like, I don't know. This is one of my favorite things to do in this character is close the eyes. That's what I do. I'm not your day dog. Your day dog is job grooming. I love it when the brain breaks in just the right way. Yeah, I heard you say that. Yeah, mine is, well, I'm a lead, a project lead architect in coding software specifically for Adobe Commerce websites, which is a mouthful, but it's too well paying to think that I could ever do content creation at the same level of income. Like, yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's like, if I wanted to make a job out of this, I would have to not have children and a bunch of expenses. It's too late in my career to swap over to content creation, which is sad, but it's fun. And I like doing it as a hobby, and I like learning new things. So I'm going to keep at it. And if I get popular, well, that would be fantastic. But I'm not, what's the word? I'm not really expecting it. I'm not thinking that's going to be a thing. The only kids are dogs and a cat. So here, one finger. Here, I have 2 dogs. I can't do 3 because I'm on a quest. I have 2 dogs, 3 cats, and 2 kids. That is my zoo of a house. Thank you, Mads. I appreciate that. I don't believe you at all, because a lot of it, like, there's a lot that's like community building, which is something that I'm practicing and trying to get better at, you know. And then there's a lot of it that's being online at the right time, which can be tough, right? And there's a lot of chance. Like, you can put in a bunch of hard work and you can slowly build a following, but to get really popular, it's luck, I think. You know, you can't do it on luck alone. You got to work hard too. But if you want to get really popular, I think luck comes into it a lot. You've been doing this for 3 months and you've blown up out of nowhere. And you're great at it, so I'm going to keep watching you. And, you know, building the Discord community is excellent too. If you're interested in seeing like what I do with that, you can also join my Discord, or if you want to just look around it, because I think you probably want to keep a small amount of Discord servers on your list. Trust me, once you get too many, it's hard to keep up with people. But on my profile is the link to, well, it's not a link on my profile because I don't have enough followers, but there's the URL nyavar.com, and that has a link to the Discord and all my other pages if you're interested in any of that. I picked streaming back up definitely over a year ago at this point. I think I picked it up in maybe August, September 2022. I picked streaming back up. And I got Twitch affiliate in like March 30th, April 1st, 2023. So I'm nearly a year on my Twitch affiliate, and I'm really I was really excited to do like a nice stream, but I just found out that is Easter. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a stream because my kids will be home, and I might take an extra day off work, like maybe the 2nd or something, to do a celebration stream on Twitch, but I don't know at this point. It's something I gotta really look at a calendar and think about. Yeah. So what else? What else to talk about? I think this is going well. You're currently using your singing app to learn Japanese music and K-pop? That's really cool. Is the singing app you're talking about still Smooze? Like, that's helping you learn Japanese music and K-pop? Because I can't sing in English, so I can't sing in English, so I definitely can't sing in Japanese. But I do know some basic Japanese that I can talk in. それから、ちょっと日本語を話せますけど、さあ、つたないんです。ね。大学で日本語を勉強したんけど、まあ、 It's just I'm really out of practice for talking it, but I do have a decent grip on some vocabulary, and I have a decent library of vocabulary in my head. Itoshi Hito. One person? Well, that wouldn't be Itoshi, would it? Itoshi Hito. Toshi. Like Hito is person, of course. Itoshi, I'm not sure. Hey, Soren, how you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day or good evening. It's a Miyavi song. Oh, okay. Yeah. So another thing about knowing Japanese is that this is this problem I have where if I see a word that I don't recognize, instead of like, if it looks like it might be a Japanese word, like it has sort of Japanese syllabary only, I will pronounce it as if it's Japanese, like Miyavi. Might be Miyavi or something, but I go Miyavi, and that is a problem that I have because of working on learning multiple languages. Send a friend request? Absolutely. Have a good night yourself, Mads. It was so nice seeing you in here. I'm excited to catch more of your streams, and I hope you come back for some of mine. Thank you. First was right, Miyavi. Thank you, Soren, for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm working really hard to try to get to 1,000. It's been a climb. Oh, thank you, Mads. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. I'm pretty chill. Thank you. I try to be. You know, there's I don't know. I try to be, and I like having this. This is fun for me, so I like doing this. I like having fun, and I try to create a comfy, chill atmosphere. Like, if you join into any of my communities and stuff, they're definitely safe spaces. You know, I'm working really hard on getting better at community building because it's something that I've done a lot of times in the past as a side character. Like, you blew up your Smule friends to come hang. Well, I'm glad that you think I'm entertaining enough to do that. By the way, I do have a question for you. Would you prefer I call you Weasel or Itachi, or would you prefer I call you something else? I'll try to remember what you say. I can't promise I will because my head is terrible, but I will try. Itachi is Japanese for weasel. Is it really? That's not a word that I ever thought to try to look up. So I'm really surprised by that, actually. Because my first thought is, gosh, I can't remember his last name, but it's the Naruto character is the first thing I think of when you say Itachi. Uchiha, that's it. Itachi Uchiha. My memory, it's late. I'm gonna blame it being late on my memory being trash tonight. It's not true. My memory's just trash, but I am going to blame it being late on it. Soren is your real name, and the word Soren came from Sweden. That's cool. That is really cool. Does it... I don't know. I was about to ask, does it have a meaning? But, in English, we don't think about names having meanings, although a lot of them are Christian names, so... You're actually... have Sweden, so that makes you 90% Sweden? Oh. Do you live in Sweden? Sweden? Do you live in Sweden? Texas, Houston, Texas. Here is some crazy news. I lived in Houston, Texas not too long ago. Well, no, at this point it's a while ago. Right? It's been at least a decade. But wow, time flies. That's crazy. But I finished high school in spring, specifically. Mine is Evan, derived from Old Hebrew Eben, meaning rock or foundation given to. My name is actually Navarre. Remove the Y. That's my first name. And as far as I can tell from research I've done, it just means field. People in pillar families in the community. Oh, that's really cool. That's a really cool name with a great meaning to give to someone. I was given the last name as my first name of a character in a movie, which isn't terrible. It's unique, and I like it being a unique, cool name. No, Soren, you're fine. You don't gotta explain anything to me. I'm just happy that I'm entertaining enough for you to come back to. That makes me happy that you left and you came back, and that's really meaningful to me, actually. I think it cursed me. Everyone always leans on me like I'm their rock. What would you really want to call that a curse? Because it means that people have a lot of faith in you. Like, they really trust you a lot, and you're comfortable to them. So is that really a curse? Like, I know it can be a huge burden, but I think there's also something very deeply meaningful about that. You know? I enjoy it, but it's a lot to take on yourself. I agree. Yeah, I can understand that. That's totally understandable. Yeah. That's the position I often put myself in communities that I run, is to be sort of just there, listening, answering questions, doing whatever I can. So I get sometimes it can be like deep stuff that you don't know how to handle, right? I get that one a lot. Boy, do I get that one a lot. How do I make my ears droop down? I forget. There we go. Posted a profound column on the vent room. I saw a lot of messages in there, and I was like, that's a lot of reading. I'm not gonna do it. But maybe I should go back and take a look at it if it's something truly profound. It helped a lot of people. I should go back and look at that then. It's like I said earlier, I have so many Discords. I can't possibly keep up with all of them, even when there's so many wonderful. I belong to too many wonderful communities is the problem at this point. I've joined too many. Fallen, particularly. I'm gonna get on my second channel real quick, and I'm gonna follow you on my second channel. Thank you, Soren. I appreciate that. That's really cool of you. Because like I said, I'm working towards the 1,000 followers, and I've gotten 3 new followers. Only 13 views though. So maybe does TikTok not push stuff out this late in the evening, I think? Maybe there's just no one around to watch this late either. Because I really thought that I said this is my first time, and it kind of is. I did one attempt previously, and nobody. Complete ghost town. I was really surprised. She's having a time. I put some IRL problems out there, so if you read it, you'll know me kind of personally. Welcome back, Soren. Okay. I would like to get to know the people in Matt's community a lot better, because it seems like a really great community, and I'd love to become friends with some more people. But I'm always super cautious. Thank you for the follow, Soren. I'm always super cautious of I don't want to accidentally be in a parasocial relationship where I think I'm friends with someone who doesn't have me on their radar at all. Like, because I hang out with so many streamers and people who are like so much bigger than me, and I hear like that kind of talk about people who are being parasocial, and I'm like super self-conscious about being parasocial, you know, because as a content creator you can make friends, but as a viewer you can sometimes make friends and sometimes not, and it's really like, I guess it doesn't matter as long as you don't be creepy. But it's something that I think about perhaps way too much. Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, 100%. 100%. For me, it's really weird. What do you mean, Soren? You overthink? Yeah, I overthink a lot. I overthink way too much. I have been blue this entire time, which was an accident, but I'm thankful it's been going so well. Thank you for the follow, chicken. You gotta go to Laundry Butter. All right, I'll see you around. You know, can I join? I am not taking strangers' join requests right now. I'm sorry to say. I want to kind of keep this chill, comfy atmosphere, and so if I don't know you, I'm not really comfortable bringing you in at this time. Does that make sense? It can be as much a blessing as a curse. Life is a paradox. It really is. Or I make Gorilla Tag content videos like people say. Are you doing a live host yet? Cat joined. Hi, Cat. Welcome in. Oh. So here's a question. Here's a question I have for chat. Since I have some audience right now, since some of you have bothered to watch me, does greeting people who join and don't message, is that like, do people hate that or do people like that? Because it's a weird thing that's only on TikTok and Instagram, and for the most part, I try to ignore it. Like, I clearly didn't with Gat there, when I just overrode, because it reminds me of IRC. It reminds me of the old days of Internet Relay Chat, when someone would join the channel, and they weren't going to leave. Like, they're not scrolling through. So, if people don't like that, it's an old habit that I got to keep trying to, like, repress, you know? Chicken says they hate that. Okay. I'll keep trying to repress it then. You're supposed to. Sometimes Little makes them reply, sometimes they're ghosts. I think it probably depends a lot on audience size, right? You don't really mind it, Soren? Yeah, I think it probably depends a lot on audience size. Like, if it's just scrolling through people joining, then probably shouldn't do that, because one, you can't keep up with it, and two, people might feel left out. That's one of the other problems, especially with TikTok just floating them down. Right now, I'm pretending like you can see this window. I've got a chat window that's a browser window. Womp womp. Womp womp. Why are we quoting Shy Lily now? But I got a chat window, and it just floats down at the bottom. Like, cat joined. They might not even be here anymore, and it's just floating there. So, because it only shows that one join message at a time, it's probably really easy to accidentally ignore someone joining. So, perhaps I should stay away from it unless things are really slow. Like ghosts or TikTok people checking for bannable content. Ugh. Butter dog. Dog with the butter. Butter dog. Dog with the butter. Butter, 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 butter dog. So so before I ask this question, I did mention earlier that I finished high school in the Houston, Texas area. Before I ask this question, to just remove this as really an option, I didn't grow up in Texas, okay? So, my question for you, chat, is what do you think my accent is? And you are free You can type in a sentence, prefix it with try this or something. You can type in a sentence if you want me to read it to help you guess. But I would love to hear what you think my accent is, because I'm really curious what it sounds like. North American, come on. That's too big of an area. You know, there's a bunch of regional dialects. Brazilian's not even in North America. New York. No, New York. We're just randomly guessing now, huh? No one wants me to try to say anything to help them establish what my accent might be. That's fine. You don't have to. I just thought it'd be fun. You know, I thought it'd be fun. The Earth. The Earth. Soda pop? Soda pop. Buggy. Are you saying words looking for me to give, like, the different word that they are? Because I'm just straight up reading at this point, and that's not going to work out right. Say death emoji? Actually, no, now I'm hearing it. It sounds like I'm German. I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch. I don't. Hooray! I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch. Can I give a hint? I can't. I cannot give a hint. The best hint I gave in one of Mad's streams, like, days ago, maybe last week. United States. I was born and raised in the United States, so if I have an accent, it's got to be a U.S. accent. Utah, Kentucky. It's interesting. It's interesting. What kind of accent is Kentucky? Because, like, when you say accent, you think, like, northern, midwestern, southern. I guess California has its own accent. Tejas. No, I don't have a Tejas accent. Wisconsin. All right, so I'll spill the tea. Instead of keeping y'all guessing. I was raised in North Carolina. So, ain't and y'all are part of my vernacular. But while I was raised in North Carolina, I was definitely raised by Yankee parents. Or my Yankee grandparents. So, I spent so much time with my grandma and grandpa. My grandma being a Michiganite and my grandpa being a Chicagoan. And my mother did most of her growing up in California. So I really have a huge mesh of accents. Right? So I heard Michigan. I do pronounce some words funny because of this huge mesh of accents. Like, you guys didn't go for the clear bait, which is like pillow, milk, and lawyer. Those are great giveaways to me having a really messed up accent. Have you ever watched Chicago Fire and Chicago PD? I have not. No. No, I have not. Most of what I watch on TV is anime, to be honest. I love anime so much. It's so great. Michigan was your first guess. I mean, yeah. A lot of my grandma's side of the family grew up in Michigan and Ohio, so there's probably a lot of good Midwestern in there. And I've lived in Ohio for the past decade, so I've definitely picked up you know. What are my favorite animes? How could you ask such a difficult question? I have seen Elfen Lied. I saw Elfen Lied decades ago. Jesus Christ. The pain of... Well, probably not decades, no. Because that would mean I saw it when I was 12, and that doesn't sound right. Oh, you can sing Kyrie Eleison? That's really cool. I don't know the lyrics at all. Lilium? That's it. Yeah, it's been so long that I even managed to pull the tone out of my head is amazing. It is in Latin, yeah. But if we want to talk about what my favorite anime are, and see, you said animes. It's a Japanese word, which means the plural of the word is the same as the singular of the world. So anime, manga, Pokemon, emoji. Not emojis. But if... See, my favorites are kind of embarrassing. My favorite anime are kind of embarrassing. I really like No Game, No Life, like way more than anyone should. And I really like Spice and Wolf, like just a massive amount. So those are like my go-to name of favorite ones. But like there's so many more anime that I love. Like I was in Cake Jumper's stream today and she was talking about anime. It's just banger after banger after banger. Like Sakura Trick, Violet Evergarden, Nichijou. What was the first one I listed? Did I say Sakura Trick? I think I said Sakura Trick. You're gonna send the cover of Ilium, and Spice and Wolf was so good. I am so excited for the new. Oh my gosh, I've literally forgotten the word for when they rehash a thing, but like the new anime where they're redoing the reboot. The reboot. I am so excited for the reboot. Oh my god. So now that I have VR, one of the things I've done is I did buy Spice and Wolf 2 VR. I haven't bought Spice and Wolf 1 VR yet, and I haven't played either of them, but I'm so excited. It's one of the main reasons I wanted VR, was because I knew there was more content for one of my favorite animes in VR. And that's too much gushing. That's too much gushing. I'm a little embarrassed about it. Violet Evergarden, the only anime that could make you cry. Have you watched Angel Beats? Like, because that's a pretty that's a tearjerker. Angel Beats is definitely a tearjerker, but still Violet Evergarden, huh? Have you watched Sweetness and Lightning? I don't know if Sweetness and Lightning is a tearjerker though. It's definitely like heartwarmingly sad. But Sweetness and Lightning is fantastic. Have you ever seen A Silent Voice? I have not seen that. I've also not seen Your Name, and I know that's one that I have to see. Oh, I gotta adjust my my headset a little bit because my head pat haptic is really starting to hurt. And no one's here to give me head pats. It's a real problem. I watch too much of the History Channel. That's not an anime. Angel Beats got me tearing up, but Evergarden got me bawling. That's fair, yeah. What are some other sad anime? Oh, Your Lie in April. Fantastic. So sad. Holy crap. Was that sad, but such a good anime. March Goes On Like a Lion, Chi Hayafuru, like I could go on and on as I remember them. Ajin? I don't know Ajin. You play piano? I have always wanted to. I spent some time with currently an ex, obviously, girlfriend in Florida, and she was teaching me how to play, but I never truly picked it up. I have an electric keyboard because I wanted to learn to play that my parents bought me when I was still in high school, but I can't read music, and that's sort of one of the first things. Si, senor. Yeah. Death Note for me. Death Note's pretty good. Yeah, I was super into Death Note back when it aired. But so was pretty much everyone else. Use MDMI. I don't know what that is. Do you gotta send me more links? Smule and MDMI? But yeah, I was into Death Note when it aired. I was also into Eureka 7, which, when the second season or like the follow-up anime came out, I was completely lost, so maybe I'd forgotten everything. But I really liked Eureka 7 back in the day. And of course, Code Geass. I loved Code Geass. It's a cheat pattern way to learn piano. Okay. Okay. I still gotta learn to read music. But I forgot that Duolingo is gonna add music. So I'll be able to learn how to read music through Duolingo, and that should be super helpful. I dare you to do the Tetris song. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's probably terrible. I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry. Fun fact about the Tetris game: it was actually made during the Cold War. Probably a lot of things were. That was, it was. I mean, I'm not going to say the Cold War was great, but it was a pretty decent time for industry. MIDI shows the chords on screen. Ooh. That's pretty cool. After the Cold War, the United States did it to the Game Boy. Not the United States. Japan. Nintendo is a Japanese company, and they secured the licensing rights for Tetris on the Game Boy. Did it to the Game Boy and the creator from Russia. Yeah, I knew Tetris was a Russian game. And gosh, I see so many TikTok videos that are like clips of the Tetris movie. Whenever Nintendo released the Nintendo Game Boy, Tetris was transferred over to the United States. I don't know much about that, because I haven't seen that whole documentary. Well, it's like a mockumentary, isn't it? It's not. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's fabricated a little for drama, right? But I do want to watch it at some point. It's such a long watch list, and then I still got all this anime. Like, I gotta finish Dr. Stone, I gotta finish Spy Family's new season. I've just been off. I just haven't kept up with stuff the way I need to, you know? I gotta look at what time it's been and how long I've been streaming, because I have no idea. An hour and 2 minutes, that's crazy. Ajin was amazing. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look it up. The History Channel. Oh. I'm surprised that the History Channel would cover Tetris. Did you know, if we're talking about history, that Nintendo has existed since the 1800s? Well before video games? That's a fun fact. It's a fun fact. Nintendo's first product was Hanafuda cards. And I am a collector of Hanafuda cards. I love playing Hanafuda. VR was actually the first ever gaming console to exist? Was it really? I haven't heard of that. What was the first one's name? Because I sort of thought that like the Amiga or the Coleco. Well, that's home use, isn't it? Well, Pong wasn't a console. Pong was the first video game to exist. So if you're talking console, dying 1970 something. Huh. That's very interesting. I'll have to look up more about that, because that's clearly a hole in my knowledge that I'd like to fill. Hopefully you're not being facetious. Because it's impossible to tell over chat, right? Psyvamps? What is a Psyvamp? What is a Psyvamp? The name itself is terrifying. Like, what? What is that? Vampires that sap your energy? That. Oh, History Channel. What would we do without you, History Channel? Scientifically proven I'll believe that when I see it. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. I really don't. To be honest, I love history. Look it up. I will off stream probably. Yeah. I've been going for an hour already, so this is going well. I'm excited about this. I think I'm having a good time. I'm glad that y'all are here, and I'm really having a fun time talking to y'all. You know. You heard of Carillion photography? I have not heard of Carillion photography. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? I'm having too much fun with the camera right now. Me and him as your teacher, just teaching you history. I guess. I mean, it's interesting at least. You know, we could also go back to talking about anime if we wanted to. It's pretty great. It's where they can take a picture of your aura. I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a very science-based man. You know. Sorry, I gotta adjust my headset a little bit. There we go. That feels better. And I can see pretty well now. Your brain uses electrical impulses to send stuff to your nerves. That I know, yeah. But I don't, like, when you talk about aura, like, most of the time when I hear people talking about aura, it's like a colorful field that radiates from a person, and I don't believe that for a second. Right. No? That's what I think of when you say aura. Like, obviously we have various forms of radiation, electromagnetic energy. Well, I guess if you put it that way, I could see maybe someone with some sort of, like, weird mental thing going on could visualize that. That wouldn't be impossible, I guess. My throat is not enjoying having been talking since 8 p.m. That is the one problem with this. But yeah. The person that has the radiation in his body, he'll be starting the new zombie apocalypse. Nah, I think we're going too far off the deep end here, fellas. First, zombie apocalypse. What are we talking about here? I think about it. Think about it. Wait, come on, hand. Be tracked right. Think about it. Ears? Oh, you know what? You know what's fun about this model? The ears are posable. What time is it, Mr. Fox? It's 9:30. They put your hand on an electromagnet plate and take a picture, like a gray but different. I think radiation equals sickness, which equals body still alive and your soul is dead. What? What, man? Butterdog, you like the posable ears? I love the posable ears. They're great. I love them a lot. One of my favorite things to do in VR chat is with people that I'm hanging around and talking to, I love to just, like, pose their ears and stuff when they're not paying attention. Just, like, walk up, pull out their ear, do something silly with it. Anyway, they had a Cyamp self-proclaimed feed on a normal person and recorded it. Gray was supposed to be X-ray. Ah, yeah, see. Typos make this a lot harder to follow. I do not like whenever they do that to my avatars. I'm sorry, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's definitely a bratty kind of behavior. I miss box chat? What? Ade? Ade? He kind of ruined the whole entire avatar. Now that's why I started switching to military. What? Can't do it through Studio. Box chat. I do not understand. Do not understand. What time is it? 12:40. Okay, that's not too bad. My friend would always mess up my furry avatars, and somehow there's like this little glitch where you couldn't pose them back. You couldn't fix them. Is that where you're going? Like having people on TikTok join your live on voice chat. Oh, isn't that like I can't do it on Studio through VR. I'd have to like move over to my computer to do it. But isn't that multi-guest? Because like I can trigger multi-guest. Like I'm not sure if I want to right now, but I can turn it on. That's a feature in Live Studio. So there's like this glitch where you pull on every single one of them, and whenever you unfavor it, gotta wait for the next message. I've never seen it used. Yeah, I can't turn it on right now because I'd have to go over to my computer, which is somewhere in that area. Wait, let me put on pass-through for a second. Where am I? Here I am. Let me grab this drink real quick. Because my throat is sore and I am thirsty. Okay, turn off pass-through so I can see chat and stuff again. There we go. Was I here the whole time? Could you still hear me when I did that? Your avatar would reset for some reason. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, cool. I wasn't sure. Because pass-through is like, you can't use Steam Link in pass-through. So I wasn't sure if it would keep, like if it would be able to hold on to my microphone and whatnot. Oh, that's so much better. Taking a drink after an hour, that's so much better. Did you finally willingly drink water? No, it's Mountain Dew. Take that. Do you think I should go live on VR? I don't see why not. It's really fun. It's really enjoyable. I like doing it a lot. I like it a lot better than going live as me. That's for sure. I'm gonna get back to your Smulians. It was a pleasure talking to you. Hope to see you in Smule. It was nice to talk to you as too, Weasel. I'm really happy to more formally make your acquaintance than being passerbys in Discord. So thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Like, not on VR chat, because I have so many problems to go live on VR chat. What kind of problems do you have to go live on VR chat? VR chat's so easy to go live. Have a good night. Bye. I found it really easy to go live on VR chat. So, yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about, Soren? You have OBS, Steam VR, and all that stuff. I do not know why it won't let you go live. Like, do you not have TikTok live acts? Like, what are you talking about? There's so many ways you could go live, and I don't understand. You have your Twitch account, but it still won't let you go live. OBS won't let you go live after you set it up correctly? Because that seems, I don't know, not great, obviously. By the way, were you going to play VR chat with Dark tonight or another time? I haven't, Dark talked about, kind of joining, and I've been blue this whole time. So even though I said I wanted to start alone, which I did, and it's been great. Dark could have theoretically joined whenever they wanted to. The question is, I think I have Dark on VR chat. I don't know what... I don't remember... Like, I have so many friends at this point that I don't know that I remember what their username is. Like, maybe if I look at my offline friends... That's a surprising amount of people. How did I make so many friends? Oh, G&A. I mean, if OBS won't work, then... I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on with that. I would expect OBS to work. Is this Dark? It's the only person with a non-furry avatar. No. That's not Dark. Could be the awesome reason why that I have a gaming computer. Snore, Sage. Viva's offline. Oh no, Dark's Gargura. Dark's not even on VR chat, or at this point I'd be more than happy to have Dark come on. Right, because I've been at this for a while. I'd be happy to have Dark with me. But Dark, as far as I know, Dark didn't join the TikTok live, so I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if they're still up or if they're still online or what's going on with Dark. You know? No idea. Not a clue. Yeah, this is just kind of what it is. But to make up for it, how about... Actually, I don't know how loud this is going to be. I probably need to turn it down like a lot for it to be background music. Which I can't do until I start something. Looks like you. So let me turn that down a little bit. This is really difficult handling this from my controller. Help from the boss of hell itself. Pentagram, whap that boom out like Kazam. Official lamb, but you get the family rate. Thanks, Dad. It's a story now that you've got the chef. Whoa, we've been tasting menu free a la carte. Do I know Has Been Hotel? Yes. Yes, I do. Who's been here since day one? Who's been rightful as a nun? With an old-timey pun, your executive producer. Your day-to-day, that's hotelier. You never watched? It's such a good show. It's such a bond. You're like the daughter that I wish that I had. I care for you just like a daughter I spawned. It's a little funny. You could almost call me Dad. Who's my favorite character? That's a good question. Alistair sounds like too basic of a fucking answer. You have an Alistair and Angel Dust avatar in VR chat? I think I might have saved an avatar world for Has Been Hotel avatars. Let me check my worlds tab. Avatars. I do have Has Been community avatars saved to my world so that I could get some, but I haven't gone there yet. Okay, we gotta skip the Mimsy part. No one cares, Mimsy.
You don't understand. Heaven never listens. They didn't listen to me. They won't listen to you.
So what's the volume of music relative to my voice? Can someone in chat please let me know? Because I can only guess that it's decently balanced. I really have no idea. What does that mean? What do you mean deep? Deep's not a volume. I don't know how well that's balanced. It's a tiny bit quiet. So it's quieter than you'd enjoy. Okay. I can turn it up a notch. God, you have no idea how hard this is. Let me use both my hands like I'm holding a gun.
Didn't really know you at all. I always
There we go. Is that better? Is that a better volume?
heard your stories and I was enthralled. The tales about your lofty dreams. I listened
That's better.
and
Good.
listened.
I'm glad. I'm glad that's better. Because it's so hard to adjust. It's ridiculously difficult to adjust. Ugh.
It's the view I had of you that showed me dreams can be worth fighting for.
For more than anything. More than anything.
I need to save my people more than
Anything.
I've been dying to find out.
By the way, when did they start doing lo-fi hip-hop stuff? What are you talking about?
Looks like the
You sound like Foxy, how he laughs. I don't know who Foxy is. Who's Foxy?
I've missed that smile.
I have a couple different laughs.
Now that my eyes are open.
Was listening in the background. It's similar to lo-fi hip-hop. I guess this one is. This was sort of a very touching moment between Lucifer and Charlie, right? So it's not as hardcore. So what's the cue look like here on my music player? Okay, it's just the album. So this is only this is the Has Been Hotel original soundtrack part 2. So it's 4 songs.
I'm grateful you're my daughter.
Should I don't have Angel does Avatar, I have a loose of her avatar. I'm sorry, that was a stream of thought and maybe typos that I was not able to wrap my head around.
Dearly beloved, it is my pleasure to say unto thee,
Welcome to heaven. Whoa.
Where the virtuous reside
24/7. Whoa.
People are happy that they
They
died.
died.
We got no worries, got no
Got no
burglaries,
worry,
no
got no
strife.
strife.
It's the
Perfect path to life. Welcome to heaven. Whoa.
Out of sick decor, the spirit there.
11. Oh.
Keep your brimstone off the floor. We got the best and brightest, the politest of the lot.
And everyone is hot.
Gosh, I'm so pleased to show some outsiders around.
It's a shame that Dark's not here because Dark has been asking for the Dark is the primary driver asking for the karaoke stream, right?
single day in heaven is a happy day.
Ask him, Adam. I don't remember his name.
Heaven.
I mean, there is an Adam.
But she was right, Sarah.
Sarah
She showed us a soul can
could
improve.
improve. He saw the light, Sarah.
Checked all the
Boxes that you said would prove a soul and deserves a second chance.
Now we turn our backs,
No second glance.
It's not as simple as
As
you
you
think.
think.
Not everything is spelled in ink.
Do you
It's not
like
fair, Sarah.
X resonance? What's I don't know what that is.
No, don't you care,
Sarah.
That just because someone is dead
A song.
doesn't
I don't know it.
mean they can't resolve to change their ways. Turn the page, escape infernal
blaze.
I'm sure you wish it could be so.
So, but there's a lot that you don't know.
What are we
Even talking about some crack or he fucked up already. He blew a shot like the cocks in his mouth, in his answers and petty. He posed, late case closed. Did you forget that hell is forever? Lives once, when you 1 month. Gotta say, I can't wait to come down and exterminate you. Wait.
What are you saying?
Saying.
Let me get this
Just
straight.
straight. You go down there and kill those poor souls.
No. Yes, the cat's out of the bag. Sarah, tell me that
You didn't know.
Since I'm older, it's my
My
little
little
shoulder.
shoulder.
You have to listen. It was
Such a hard decision.
I wanted to save you. The anguish it takes
Takes
to
to do what was required.
To think
That I admired you. Well, I don't need your condescension. I'm not a child to protect. The true, just pretension. Naive to expect you to be the morals you're purveying. That's what the fuck I've been saying. If heaven forever, then heaven must be a lie. If angels deserve ever and remain in the sky, the rules are shades of gray when you don't do as you say. When you break, the wretched suffer just to kill them again.
I was told not to trust in angels.
By her?
Yeah, it was Adam.
She should know.
We should go.
No! Don't you see? We've come
Until
so
now, it turned into a
close.
musical
Look
moment.
at them fighting.
Yeah.
They're at each other's throats.
So all those people who are wondering about me singing, only now can you tell me whether or not I'm good at it. And I'm leaning towards the not.
What's the fuss? Why hide the fact that you're an angel?
Okay, so that's soundtrack 1. I don't really want that to loop the same 4 songs. I'm actually good at singing? Well, thank you. I'm surprised. It probably helps that I have the music and the tones at the same time. Play I'm a Loser, baby? Absolutely, I will. Let me try to find it. Do. Here we go.
So things look bad and your back's against the
The
wall.
wall.
Your whole existence seems fucking hopeless. You're feeling filthy as a dive.
I don't know the lyrics to this one as well, so I'm not sure I can really sing along to most of it.
Can't face the world sober
Thank you for
and
liking the live.
hopeless. You've lost your way. You think your life is wrecked. Well, let me just say you're correct.
Wait, what?
You're a loser.
Baby,
Be a loser,
goddamn
baby.
You're a fucked up little whiny bitch. You're a
Loser just like me. Boozer.
only one star
A reviews. You're a power bottom at rock bottom. Got company.
Supposed to make me feel better?
There was a time I thought that no one could relate to the gruesome ways in which I'm damaged.
You guys see Angel Dust live?
But letting walls
Line?
down, it can sometimes
I'm gonna sing it, but I don't want to cuss. Curse words are just words.
I sold my soul
I'm not seeing it.
to a psychopathic freak.
I'm confused.
And you think that makes you unique? Get out of here, man. We're both losers,
Losers, baby.
Losers, it's okay to be a
Yeah.
Coked up, dick sucking hoe.
baby. That's fine by me.
What is my all-time favorite song? I don't have an answer for you. I really don't. I don't think about music that much, so I don't have an answer for you. Now, the song that I'm currently obsessed with is Hell's Best Dad. That's fantastic. I really especially love the way that the person singing Lucifer like changes his voice for the various parts. I'm just obsessed with that song. Loser, baby. Loser, just maybe.
If we eat shit together, things will end up differently. It's time to lose yourself, loathing, excuse yourself, let
Sorry,
go in, baby. Play your card, be who you are. A loser. Just
Alright, where's my light count go in studio? Because trying to view it, I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. I thought I knew where it was, but it's not where I thought I knew where it was. Okay. So that sums up the music hour. Angel does singing is beautiful. I have to be right back. My mouth is bleeding. I think I'm going to end this live right here. This has been absolutely wonderful, and I've had such a fun time. But I am ready to stop being live. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. It means a whole lot to me that you followed, that you liked, that you came here, and we had a wonderful discussion. So thank you again for coming. I hope you have a wonderful night or a wonderful day if your day is just starting. And I'll see you around, okay? Bye. So here's the awkward part where I have to like mess with my computer to turn off the live. So give me a second. Give me a second. I have to refine my computer. This is the awkward part. I can't just end it, right? I gotta like do some things. Where's my computer? Oh, here it is. Thank you again for joining me. Like I said, I really appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the future, I hope. Alright? Oh, come on. Get out of... There we go. Bye. Where's my mouse? Mouse, where are you? Crap, there you are. Nope, that's not you. There you are.